What's good, YouTube? Akil here, back with another video, and today's trip to the thrift is crazy. I say that in just about every single video, but it really is crazy. So today is Sunday afternoon. On Friday and on Saturday, I hit a bunch of different thrift stores and I came across some insane finds. So of course I'm going to share some of these things with you guys, and I tried to like sprinkle in some stuff that I usually don't put on camera because the profit might be kind of small, or it just might be a very random item, but I just tried to share all of those things with you guys. So if you guys enjoyed these videos, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, y'all, so I got a bolo for you guys. This shirt is, the brand of this shirt is called Lobo, and as you guys can see, it's just a division of Pendleton, and these shirts were selling for right around 30 to 35 bucks. They're only asking 5 bucks for this shirt, and the big downside to this one is the fact that it had so many moth holes. Now, to be honest, if it had maybe 1 or 2, I could probably still get away with listing this one for like 20 to 25 bucks, but the whole back of this shirt just had a ton of moth holes, so that for that reason I ended up passing on it, but still a good brand for you guys to be on the lookout for. Next, ended up going to Goodwill and came across a pair of Doc Marten sandals, and they were only asking I think $9.50 for these. And of course, I usually always try to spend at least 20 bucks so I can get that 20% off discount. So I'll be spending about $7 for these, and it's a really good shoe right here. I think I should get at least maybe 40 to 50 bucks for these, maybe a little more, especially since they were in such good condition. So walk straight over to the electronics section, and I came across another one of these Bose portable sound docks, and I find these pretty often, but anytime I find them, they usually don't have the power supply, but I still try to grab these up because I usually will find the power supply within a couple of days after coming across it. So I'm still gonna grab this up, and this should sell for right around 60 to 70 bucks once I find that power supply. Luckily I haven't found one that just doesn't work, so I've been pretty fortunate with that. Next, came across an Xfinity modem, and I usually always grab these up, and the thing is with these, once again, I usually have to find a power supply somewhere within the store, but this one was attached, so that's a really good thing, and these usually sell for a decent amount of profit as well. Of course, I'm going to wipe it down and clean it up a little bit, but this should sell for right around 80 bucks. I've sold at least 4 or 5 of these just within the past month alone. So I'm trying to show you guys a little bit of everything that I'm coming across now. Found some VHS tapes that were actually brand new and sealed. Some of them were sealed, but they look like someone else kind of just like saran wrapped them themselves, but these were the only one that were actually still brand new and like factory sealed. So I'm gonna grab all of these up. On eBay, these are selling for right around 20 to 25 bucks. So I'm just gonna grab all of those up, and I came across a Guitar Hero game. They were asking like 5 bucks for that, but I think I should be able to bundle that with one of the guitars that I have just to get a little more profit for it. Next, came across this Tim Tebow Broncos jersey, and this one seemed to be pretty legit. They were asking 20 bucks for this one, so just a little too pricey for me, but I'm pretty sure Tim Tebow jerseys will probably start to increase in value, especially since he's gonna be back in the league pretty soon. So I just wanted to get this on camera so you guys can probably start paying attention to more of these Tim Tebow jerseys. Not exactly sure if it would really increase, but just a theory that I have. So next, came across this Xbox. It looked like somebody threw like a sticker on here or something like that, but just wanted to show you guys this. Anytime I see Goodwill stickers that are kind of layered together, basically that usually means that somebody returned this in the past and they just slapped a new sticker on it. So for that reason, I'm probably not going to pick this one up, only because I'm pretty sure it doesn't work or it has some type of flaw to it, but just had to show this Xbox because I come across a ton of these consoles. So next, came across another Bose sound dock. Once again, didn't have the power supply, but the good thing is that they were only asking I think 8 bucks for this one. So I'm definitely going to have to grab this one up as well, and then hopefully I can come across some of the power supplies for these pretty soon, because I got maybe 3 or 4 in the house right now that doesn't have the power supply, but still a good investment in my opinion. Next up, came across one of these digital drum machines, and these usually sell for a ton of profit, especially if it includes all of the triggers and the power supply. I'm going to be able to just include a replacement power supply for this one, but I should still be able to sell this for at least 120 bucks. If I had all the triggers, I probably would be able to sell it for 200 or more. Next up, came across one of these VHS/DVD combos, and I usually don't pick these up mainly because I don't find them often, but this one even had the remote control for it as well, so I'm definitely gonna have to grab this up, test it out, make sure that it works. Drop a comment if you guys sell these pretty often. I know I received some comments in the past where people ask me if I pick these up, and like I said, I don't find them often enough, and stuff like this takes a little longer to test, but for $7.50 I think it's gonna be worth it. Next came across one of these batteries and the charger for just some power tools. I'm pretty sure you can use this for either a saw or a drill. And this one, I think the charger itself was $6.50, the battery was $3. And usually when I find either the battery or the charger, I usually grab both of them up. So I'm definitely going to get this. The charger should at least sell for $30. The battery, probably same thing. Next came across this Gold's Gym weighted vest, and this one was in pretty good shape. The good thing about this one is that it had all of the sandbags in there. And at one point when gyms were closed, these were selling for like 100, sometimes 150. Nowadays they're selling for like $60, but I'm still gonna grab that one up because it was in pretty good shape. So this was a crazy find. Came across this Sony Handycam in this Canon camera bag, but the crazy thing with this particular Handycam is that it's selling for a ton of profit. Some sellers have sold this for well over $200, and others that have sold it, even if it doesn't work, they're still selling it for over $100. So I'm definitely going to have to grab this one up because either way it's going to be a win. And the thing is, I've had some bad luck with these. I had to deal with some returns, but it's all part of the game, especially when you're selling used electronics. But for this one, I shouldn't be taking any type of loss on this at all. So this was another crazy find. And once I seen this briefcase, I instantly had to check it out and see what it was. And to my surprise, these were just a bunch of response cards. And response cards are similar to iClickers, where you can use them in like college lecture halls to either take attendance or to take a test. And as you guys can see, it's at least 100 of these, maybe a little more. But the thing with this, I had to do some research on these, mainly just to see how to list them. So once I checked the sale list, the sold listings on eBay, I seen that it wasn't a ton of sold listings, but they had a bunch of active listings on eBay. Then when I dug a little deeper, I seen that one seller sold 75 of these at $15.99 a piece. So I'm going to do the same thing, probably price mine for like $14.99, just be a little more competitive. And hopefully I can get at least like $1,500 just with that briefcase alone. Next up, came across this Amazon Kindle Fire, and I think this one was the 5th generation. All I did was type in the model to get some more information on this one. But as you guys can see, my Goodwill was asking way too much money for this. They sell really quickly for like $30, but for $17, it just wouldn't be worth it, even with the 20%. But then I came across this Chaco belt, and I've sold Chaco in the past, mainly just selling their sandals. Their sandals sell for a ton of profit, but this belt should sell for about 15 to 20 bucks. So I'll just grab that one up too. Next came across this Skip Doctor, and this was actually like an older device, mainly just to like clean CDs that are scratched up. And I have a ton of Wii games. I have like 4 copies of Wii Sports and Wii Resort that's just too scratched up and needs fixing. So hopefully this works so I can keep that one. Next up, came across some more bows, and this weekend the thrift is on fire, so I'm definitely gonna have to grab this one up. I actually have the Acoustimask module at home right now, basically just collecting dust, but I'm actually gonna need that to test this unit out. So thankfully I already have that at home, and if this works, I should be able to sell it for at least 120 to maybe 150, including the cost of shipping. So next came across some controllers, and these usually sell for about $25, but they sell pretty quickly. So anytime I find these, I usually need to put some apple cider vinegar in there just to clean out any battery corrosion, but this was really clean, so I shouldn't need to do anything like that for this one. And next came across this CD player for only $1.50, and these usually sell pretty quick for about 20 to 25 bucks. And last but certainly not least is the power supply for a router that I have at home. That router should sell for about 85 bucks. He's actually a few days ago sold the same exact router, so I'm just glad I found the power supply for it. Alright y'all, so we are back in the crib, and I definitely need to test this out ASAP, because stuff like this, I know everybody always tells me stuff like this sells for a ton of profit, especially if it has the remote control as well. And just checking the comps on eBay, these are selling for right around maybe like 80 to 100 bucks. But since I have the remote, I'm going to charge a little bit more for this one. And this is something I wasn't able to get on camera for you guys. Just picked up this this Western hat, but definitely a good brand to be on the lookout for. Again, the brand on this one is Bailey, and it's kind of dusty. What I'm going to do to clean this up is just put some tape on here and just kind of lightly just put the tape all around it just to keep pulling up some of this dust. Or I might just use a lint roller, and that might do the trick as well. But this hat was $6.50, and I should be able to sell this one for maybe 60 or 50 bucks as well. Alright y'all, that's all I have for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed that one, don't forget to hit that like button. It definitely helps the channel grow, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace.
For the winner, cause you felt like you was losing, only for the winner. Move just to keep from cooling, like only for the winner, only for the winner, only for the winner. Boy, my heart is cold. and I'm too cool to sweat it. I should've never offered it. I'm tight and now